If you're looking for the Rangers, check the upper level.
Come in, Deputy. Take a seat.
Sit down.
While you've been in the field, we've had more reports about farmers being threatened and attacked. Unfortunately, some didn't survive. Not really, no. We can't be everywhere at once. Right now, our best hope to stop them is you. Set those thoughts aside. Right now, I need you to focus. How's your investigation proceeding? That's assuming he finds something useful. Otherwise, you'll be no better off than when you started.
How can you be so critical when you have done nothing to help?
This is Freestar Ranger business. I'll thank you to stay out of it.
Let's move on. I asked the other Rangers to share their opinions of you, and there are some things I want to go over. We'll start with Ranger Callow in Hopetown. She was grateful for your timely arrival, and impressed you had the guts to take on those pirates. Nia says you were respectful with Ron Hope and didn't push too hard. That shows me you were listening when I said to go easy on him. Duty has to come before personal feelings. I'm glad you understand that.
Let's continue. We got a detailed report from Ranger Price about your recent visit to Neon. He said you took on a syndicate loan shark to help an informant. And you were right to do so. Helping people is our most important duty, even when you're conducting an investigation.
You got results, and that's what matters most. Price was impressed by that. Said you really took the initiative.
Ranger McMillan praised what she called your uncommon bravery and dedication. She said you took on the Red Mile so you could get a meeting with Marco Graziani. Is that so? Well, I hope that's not just false bravado. There's nothing wrong with feeling fear. More often than not, it'll keep you alive.
So what happened with Marco? I doubt he gave you that slate out of the kindness of his heart. I suppose underestimating you was his last mistake. Damn. I thought if anyone could see reason, it'd be Marco. What about Maya Cruz? Her loyalty to Hull and the 1st Cavalry was stronger than most. I guess I'd want the same thing if I were in her place.
Excuse me, Marshal?
Not now, Alex. We're in a meeting here.
I know, but this is important. I've done it. I've cracked the encryption on the slates. Now, I don't know exactly where the First are headquartered, but there are references to a place called the Factory.
The Factory? That was our nickname for the main facility where the mechs were manufactured.
Under the terms of the peace treaty, they shut all the mech factories down right after the war.
But they didn't destroy them. At least not all of them. Never saw it myself, but I know it's a large facility mostly underground. If the First are occupying it, they'll probably have set up defensive positions throughout the complex. The facility was on Arcturus 2. It could be a dead end, but if it's not, then you'd better be ready for a fight.
If I seem strict, it's because I'm protecting the integrity of the Freestar Rangers.
Finally, some action.
Landing site is good to go.
Excusez-moi.
Good day, Captain.
Leave it to humans to find inventive new ways to kill each other. At least they realize these mechs were a step too far. Whoever laid claim to this place seems to be the wrong one.
Officer first. Marshal Blake must be getting desperate sending a lone deputy out here. But I'll give credit where it's due. You're a hell of a pilot. If you came here seeking justice, it's waiting for you inside. I'm a man of action. I've got no use for lies. So when I tell you that you're being manipulated, you know I'm telling the truth. You think the Council of Governors really cares about anything but themselves? They're greedy and corrupt. You're a tool in the hands of the unworthy, just like I once was. I was loyal. I followed orders, and I led good men and women to their deaths. I'll carry the stain of that dishonor to my grave.
Bring it on!
Always worth checking. Never know what you might find in their pockets.
Time for some fun!
You cannot beat me!
abilities are...
The 1st Cavalry was the greatest fighting force the Freestar Collective has ever seen. At the Battle of Mira, the 1st Cavalry was destroyed. Why? Because the generals got scared and asked for a truce. I've got no sympathy for cowards, or for the people who put them in power. I've also got no sympathy for those who do their bidding. And this means you.
Best not to leave anything useful behind.
Threat neutralized.
you, scab!
You're not walking out of here.
We're the best there is!
Take your best shot.
Are you
Die today. You should have given up. Up already.
Enemy sighted!
I will have your head.
Gotta make you suffer first!
You come here seeking justice? Well, what about justice for my soldiers? Minutes away. Minutes! from winning the battle and the war when the ceasefire order came down. Now there's a debt of honor, and the people who betrayed us, the people of the Freestar Collective, are going to pay.
This whole place is a testament to how devastating the war was. How determined both sides were to claim victory. Hope you can succeed at that before we are discovered.
I'm going to end you!
Take your best shot. Enemy shot! Ah! Ah! You're dead! Hear me?
How quickly can you get that done?
For the glory of the first! What the? Ah! You don't know!
Take cover! Bring it! Watch out! Hey, another kill!
Shame we cannot just break it open.
Hell yeah! Let's go!
Whoa!
You died.
Bring it on!
Are you prepared to die? You cannot beat me! Ah! Did they have anything of value?
I can't believe it. You just took on some of the best mercenaries in the Freestar Collective and cut right through them. If we'd have had more like you in the war, we could have planted our flag in New Atlantis. You fought because you had to, and you fought well. Don't apologize for that. More importantly, you survived. Most soldiers don't. I know, because I'm the one who led them to their death. You don't know what it's like to look around and see the faces of warriors who trusted you to lead them as they die screaming. I watched brave men and women torn limb from limb by monsters. I saw mech pilots cooked alive in their cockpits as their machines burned. Those deaths didn't have to be meaningless, but spineless leaders gave up on us, even when victory was within our grasp.
Do not assume you know what others have or have not experienced. And none of it gives you the right to take innocent lives.
You don't know me, so don't preach to me about what I do or don't have the right to do. You really want to know? Because you might not like the answer. Last chance, Deputy. You can walk away right now and remain blissfully ignorant, thinking you fight for a noble cause. But if you still want the truth, I'll shatter that illusion for you right now. Because I can prove it. You'll see. We'll see about that. Not long after I started the First, I was contacted by a man who said he represented someone wealthy and influential. I refused to work for a shadow client, so he agreed to set up a meeting. Imagine my surprise when Ron Hope showed up. He offered me a lucrative contract to take possession of certain farms throughout Freestar space. To keep the Rangers off the scent. Hope wanted to hit a lot of places quickly and finish whatever he was doing before word spread. We needed another ship to meet his timetable, so he gave us the intel necessary to steal one from his factory. It also let him play the victim and keep suspicion to a minimum. All I know is that after we cleared the place out, Hope was sending in some kind of machinery. Our job was to make sure nobody saw the operation. The credits were good, but yeah, getting some payback was the real reward. You think I've lost? Is that it? I haven't lost. You go find Ron Hope and tell him what I've told you. Then you can deal out whatever justice you see fit. You do your job, and I get one last piece of vengeance against the Council.
What he wants does not matter. They should both face justice.
Don't bother.
Be ready for another fight.
I'm gonna make this easy for you, Deputy. I'm gonna die the way I lived. Weapon in hand, no compromise, no fear. But first, here, take this. Use it to cut out the weakness rotting at the heart of the Freestar Collective. When the next war comes, and it will come,
The collective needs to be strong. Now my unit's waiting for me, and I'm gonna report for duty one last time. Goodbye, Deputy.
Spoils of victory. Hopefully they amount to something. Well, either we press on or we turn back. Your call.
Captain, hello. I am satisfied to see that you
Always a satisfying moment to return to your ship.
Say your last goodbyes. Nothing like hitting orbit.
Ahoy, Captain!
My great-grandpappy made that drive, right?
Welcome to Freestar Space. We're gonna do a quick scan for contraband, and you could be on your way. You're good to go. All clear to land at Hopetown.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
Hey.
Hello?
Keep an eye on your valuables. You can't...
We'd be dust except for the factory. Off-worlders. Nothing good ever comes from them.
Please do not interfere with my tasks.
That's very generous, Mr. Hope.
It's well earned, Burkett. We set some ambitious quotas. You met every one of them.
Well, I won't pretend it was easy, but everyone pulled together and we got it done.
I'll let you share the good news, whenever and however you like.
Thanks. I appreciate that. Those jackasses on Line A are gonna be the death of me. You missed the tour? Yeah, this is where it happens. Listen, I ain't exactly customer-facing, so just go on your way and neither of us will get in trouble. I don't have time for niceties or damned manners. I know one thing, how to ride these blockheads until we make something good. You better believe it. Keeping these louts in line takes a lot more than 2 hands. This here is a sausage factory. You don't even want to know the pain that goes into making one of these. But you'll appreciate the end result, guaranteed. If you want to ask questions, make it quick. We got a tight delivery coming up. Every rivet, every piece of plating goes through my team. If you've got a Hope Tech ship, it means I've crawled through every inch of her at least once. This ain't no highfalutin New Atlantis desk job where everyone gets their after-bleeding noon tea. This is Polvo. We work for a living. If you think this is tough, you try farming in the tundra. Believe me, these blockheads got it good. Polvo was just some nowhere dead-ender until Ron Hope had a dream. Let's build sturdy, dependable ships. No nonsense, none of that damn Tayo glitz and glamour. Just a ship that flies right and will get you where you need going. Ron Hope's a goddamned hero. Yeah, bye already.
Enjoy your visit to Hope Tech. If you'll excuse me, I am on duty.
Something more you need, Deputy? Good to see you again. Well, I've just received a report from the Marshal about your progress. He said you had a promising lead on the mercenaries who stole my ship. I trust you're here with good news? Excuse me? Well, you'd better have a damn good explanation for this. No, and I don't care for the insinuation. Oh, the same Paxton Hull who was court-martialed during the Colony War? Well, I've never met the man, and I can't imagine why he'd make an accusation against me. Don't presume to question me. You know who I am. That two-faced bastard kept the slate. Oh, I suppose this is his revenge against the Council of Governors for what happened during the war. I'm impressed, Deputy. It's clear you have a bright future ahead of you.
What's going on? What is this about, Mr. Hope?
Nothing that concerns you, Birgit. In fact, why don't you make yourself scarce?
I think I'd like to hear what the deputy has to say.
Just hear me out, and you'll see. I had a good reason for what I did. The truth is, we've been falling behind the competition. Significantly so. We needed solutions. A few years ago, I began to diversify. We started to research chemicals, fuel, those sort of things. We developed an experimental fertilizer. And it failed utterly. It wiped out entire crops. I was prepared to write the whole thing off when we made a discovery that changed everything. Turns out, our fertilizer was transforming the soil, bolstering its mineral content tenfold. Not all at once, of course, but we could never find anything that would grow in it. Eventually, everything we tried to plant failed and died. Mining is expensive, and so is the cost of raw materials. My mineral-enriching fertilizer solves several problems at once. The farmers provide free manual labor, and once the land is ready, we move in to extract and process the soil.
You sit on the Council of Governors. You betrayed the very people you are supposed to represent.
I wish there'd been another way. But I had to play the hand I was dealt. Look around you. Everyone in this building, in this town, is depending on me. I provide the jobs that put food on their tables, clothes on their backs, and roofs over their heads. The fact is, the business hasn't been doing well lately. Without drastic action, cuts would become unavoidable. These people work hard for me, and they trust me to do the same in return. I cannot, I will not let them down. I never intended for anyone to be hurt. I told Hull to buy the land, not take it by force. Unfortunately, farmers can be stubborn folk, and I couldn't risk any witnesses.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. How could you do something so awful to innocent people, to families?
Not another word out of you, Birgit! I can take your job, and more. We'll discuss this later. In any case, I suppose the gig is up. I give you my word that I'll call off the operation and return the land to its rightful owners. You're right, of course. Something must be done. I'll set up a fund to handle funeral expenses and take care of any surviving family members. We'll do this the right way. I give you my word. You're right. Yeah, those families deserve to be compensated for the inconvenience. Perhaps a discount on their next purchase from HopeTech.
They might not be so keen to purchase a ship built with the blood of their compatriots.
With that resolved, let's talk about you. As a member of the Council of Governors, I'm authorized to award you a substantial bonus. And of course, we'll both agree to forget about my little cost-cutting endeavor. Did I not make myself clear? I'm offering you a reward for a job well done. Nothing more. And with that job so capably done, we'll consider the matter closed. I'll be needing that slate from Major Hull, of course. Well, let's not be too hasty, Deputy. There's something else you need to consider. I'll do what's necessary to protect my company and my employees. If you tell anyone about this, you're risking their livelihoods. Do you really want to put all these people out of work and make their families suffer? But on a much larger scale, yes. Well, I'm afraid there's no avoiding it. The past can't be changed, but the future is very much in your hands, Deputy. You put me away, and this company will fall apart. You have destroyed far more lives than I did. I'll make myself very plain. I won't let you jeopardize my reputation, this company, or the people who work for me. If that means you suffer an unfortunate incident at the hands of my security personnel, so be it. I'm important. You're nothing.
You're not actually threatening to attack a Freestar Ranger, are you?
You have overestimated your position, Mr. Hope.
You just threatened a member of the Council of Governors. On my authority, you're stripped of rank, declared an outlaw. Guards! Dispose of this criminal!
Come, meet your death. And once again, we are triumphant.
Winner takes all is the phrase, is it not?
He tried to have you killed. I don't understand. Mr. Hope always seemed like such a good person. But everything he said about the farmers and hiring those mercenaries, it was so awful. I'm just a little in shock. I'm still not sure I understand what happened. A conspiracy to steal farmland? It's just so hard to believe. That's not the Ron Hope I know. No, you're wrong. That's not all he was. He always looked out for us, for his employees. No, of course not. But there was more to him than that. He had a genuinely good side, a caring side. And now he's... You killed him. Nobody should ever want that. Especially when it means killing someone who meant so much to so many people. What happens to us now? That would be Elana. Elana Nwankwo. She seems pretty capable. Maybe we'll be okay after all. I guess we'll have to figure things out. Find a path forward.
There are uncertain times ahead for you, but they will pass.
Workers like to play hard here.
The next CEO of Hope Tech's got a big boost.
Howdy.
Hello.
Ship's ready. Pick a star. Any star. Orbital insertion complete. You may now move freely about the cabin. Grav jump spinning down. Will you just look at
Welcome to
those
the Freestar Collective. Please maintain your current course while we scan your ship.
Grav jump spinning down.
Ship, you've entered Freestar Collective space.
Look at those stars.
Maintain your current course while we scan for contraband. You're good to go. Have a nice time in Aquila City.
The mayor's all right. Always painting too rosy.
Good to see you back safe, Deputy. What's the word on the mech factory? Were the mercenaries hiding out there? Damn, you've got guts of steel. Did you find out why the first was taking over farms? What? Ron Hope? That's one hell of an accusation, Deputy.
Are you really that surprised? Hope's always had a reputation as a man who'd do anything to succeed.
He's on the damn council, Emma.
So he can make laws favorable to his business interests. Sure, he's known to look after his people, but do you really think he gives a damn about some farmers on Montara Luna?
Did Hope explain his motives at all? That has a familiar ring to it.
I recall hearing about some Hope Tech initiative to help farmers. At the time, I just figured it was a PR stunt. Seems a little more sinister now.
Please, tell me you've got some evidence to back up these extraordinary claims. Are you seriously asking me that? All right, let's see what you've got. Interesting. Yeah, this is pretty damning. Especially this last bit about destroying the slate. And you confronted Hope about this? Damn. This is going to send shockwaves throughout the Freestar Collective. If the people can't trust their leaders, anarchy could follow.
Have a little faith, Daniel. We're not the United Colonies. One bad apple won't spoil the whole damn barrel.
Easy for you to say. You ain't the marshal.
Not yet, but you ain't gonna live forever, old man.
While we've got you here, there's one last piece of business to take care of. Emma, would you please?
With pleasure, Marshal. When you first joined us, I told you that you'd undergo an evaluation process. There's one thing left to do. A simple question. Do you feel ready to wear the badge of a full-fledged Freestar Ranger? Good. Duty and honor are the backbone of the Freestar Rangers. Marshal, I approve the deputy for advancement to the rank of Ranger.
Thank you, Ranger Wilcox. In your time serving as a deputy, you've shown exceptional courage, fearless tenacity, and a high regard for the safety of our citizens. By the authority granted to me by the Council of Governors, I hereby promote you to the rank of Ranger. Here's your badge. Wear it with pride. But don't forget the solemn responsibility it represents.
Well done.
I know you will, Ranger. Let's hear it for our new Ranger.
Well done. Way to go. Great job, Ranger!
Congratulations. The promotion's well earned. Excuse me. Be safe out there.
Something you need from me?
What I've got's better than any swill they'll serve you in the United Colonies. I promise you that.
Well, hey there.
Sarah Filburn and her brother-in-law Henry were going at it again. I had to tell him to keep it
And it's not just Laredo that's a threat. Have been making gains.
Now, don't you worry. Those walls are solid. Ain't no action to get.
It's true. My husband runs one of the most successful businesses in the Freestar Collective. But I still think we can do better. If you're here for Weston, he's underfoot somewhere. Either here or at the factory. But please, if it's about that brewing nonsense, kindly leave. They don't need any more encouragement. Dear me, no, Weston's a fine man. If anything, that's why I want more from him. He could do even greater things, if only he could see that. Oh, sorry. My nerves are frayed. So many people coming and going for the company. Weston, that's my husband. Well, he's never been what I'd call a dreamer or a visionary. He's a practical man, good with ledgers and numbers. His brother Henry's the creative one. But he seems to have lost interest in growing the company, and now all he wants to do is brew beer. Filburn Agricultural Systems could provide the whole of the settled systems with food, not just Aquila City. Seems those two are content to think small. Well, I wish you were the one I had to convince. Well, you didn't come here to hear me natter on. Anything else? Well, no, not as such. I mean, the business is doing just fine, but it could be doing even better. Those knuckleheads have so much God-given talent, and I just wish they used it better. And try to come between Weston and his brother? They'd never allow it. Oh, I've tried to drop hints and make suggestions, but it all falls on deaf ears. I don't mean to sound ungrateful, of course. The company's healthy, and Weston and I live well enough. I'd like to help, you know? I'd like to be a part of things instead of feeling like I'm playing second fiddle. I suppose I should just accept my lot and try to find peace with it. Well, there is. The stakes are huge. With further R&D on IntelliWheat, the entire settled systems could benefit. Surely that's worth some less than savory solutions. Right now, it's tailored to Aquila's biomes, allowing wheat to flourish in places it normally couldn't. But if Henry applied himself, who knows where else we could grow IntelliWheat? He may be frustrating, but Henry's the smartest person I've ever met. Just don't tell him that. Exactly. Henry's pet project is tied to market perception. His beer, annoyingly, is really good. But if we could make a bad batch, terrible, really, his margins are tight enough he might be forced to throw in the towel. Henry bores everyone to tears about how crafting beer is so much more art than science. It's delicate. Surely it wouldn't be too hard to mess it up, right? What? Oh God, no. I just want it to taste bad. Like stale, or like it's whatever makes beer taste worse. The next big batch of beer is almost done brewing in our factory. You just need to find a way to break in without getting caught by the guard and tamper with it somehow. Then just wait a day or so and see how the batch goes over at the Stone Root Inn. Do that, and I'll pay you handsomely. That's the last I'll talk of this.
You really going through with it?
I get tired of being ordered around. I want to be my own boss.
But list, that's like walking a tightrope without a safety net.
I come from a line of farmers. Good ones, too. I just need a patch of land.
He'd be a lot better if he practiced like me, instead of just daydreaming. He kicked the ball over the wall.
If you are free soon,
over the wall.
could we talk?
Your investigation with the Freestar Rangers has come to an end. Are you satisfied with the results? I suppose not. This Ron Hope, supposedly a man of the people, was more concerned with profit than lives. He was not the first, and certainly will not be the last. Surprised? No. Just disappointed. Another who chose greed over all else. At least he will no longer be able to prey on others. I am unsure that death was preferable to justice. But at least the situation is over, and there is no question who was to blame. No, he did not. A very poor decision on his part. Perhaps a lesson to be learned by others who would break the law. At least while you serve as Ranger. I think less of the badge and more of the person wearing it. But you should be proud of your accomplishments. Shall we find some other adventure to occupy us now?
Another day, another shift.
If I get caught on one more drop of this work.
Aquila City's really the heart of the Freestar.
Can you even read Jim's inventory?
The magnifying glass for it.
It looks like we're down 2 crates of aluminum.
No, the guard took that to reinforce the railings on the wall.
Whoa, whoa! What?
Kate, hold up!
Akil is really the heart of the Freestar Collective.
So, Henry's new batch. How'd it go over?
I know you like Henry, but...
What? There's something wrong?
Sam said it tasted off. Really off. Gladys said it was fine. Then she dumped her whole glass on the floor when she thought I wasn't looking.
No.
I don't think we should carry Henry's stuff anymore. Our regulars have stopped ordering his old stuff, too.
I'll break the news to Henry. Kate, hold up! So, Henry's new batch. How'd it go over?
I know you like Henry.
Work hard, play hard. What? Should be the Freestar motto.
have stopped or...
Yes?
Hi there, friend. A lot of famous people visit Aquila. Popping back a
If
beer,
you're looking to
never
stay,
know who you'll meet.
Eloise can handle that. My job's, well, everything else. Eloise keeps this place
has
running,
been in my
and
family
I
for
guess I keep her running. Or at
Feels
least
like
I keep
home.
her sane.
It certainly is. My family's owned and operated this place going back generations. Why, the Stone Root's been around so long, it's even older than Midtown, and that's saying something. Aquila City folk value legacy and tradition deeply, and by running this, I get to be part of that. Check out our specials, too.
Could I get a digital copy of the things I buy here?
No.
What? Why not?
I sell books. Physical books.
Space is a premium on my ship. If I could download it to my slate, I could have a whole library.
There are places you can go for that, ma'am. Just not my shop. Good day.
Wait, can't we...
We're done here. Feel free to read. This is a haven for all that love letters.
That's no way to run a business. What happened to the customer is always right?
If you ever find an old Earth printing of City of God, I have been looking for it for ages. I am a bit of an aficionado of old Earth novels. Well, truth be told, it's more of an obsession. Reading their stories is a revelation, not only for, the pure imagination, but the window you get into long-gone historical eras. I'll pay handsomely for any books you find like that. Except Charles Dickens. Definitely not Charles Dickens. Oh, nothing wrong at all. When colonists were forced to leave Earth for good, cargo space was precious, and for some reason everyone thought to bring their Charles Dickens collection. No, I mean he was an amazing writer. His stories are timeless, but what I'd give for a copy of Sense and Sensibility, or the Three Musketeers, oh! The original Three Musketeers, mind you, not the dozens of interpretations of it. Who doesn't? Movies, slates, theater, all have their appeal. But books, you can get a window to mankind in its earliest days. Whether adventure with Homer, or the actual thoughts of Julius Caesar penned in his own hands. And they offer visions of the future and wonderfully impossible things and might-have-beens. So, yeah, I do like books. Yes, I had a husband, but he's no longer with us. We loved to travel, and always we'd be looking for rare books. Most of what you see here are mementos. It's sometimes hard to sell, but books are not meant to be hoarded. They're meant to be shared and spark something in us. The Count of Monte Cristo! Such delicious revenge set against the era of Napoleon. Yes, yes, yes! This will be prized in my collection. Oh my goodness! Is that Dracula? The original story. I simply must have this. Oh, thank you. Omega the Last Days. Huh. I can't say I've heard of it, but this looks fascinating. I hope this suffices. I know what I'm reading tonight. Oh, Moby Dick! I had 2 copies. I foolishly sold both. I'm happy to have it returned to my collection. Thank you. War of the Worlds. Need I say more? Here, take my money. I almost want to close up the shop. Oh. I'm afraid there's nothing you have that I don't already have. Sorry. Happily.
How are you holding up? I'm doing great, actually.
You didn't hear this from me.
Until I really don't understand why Weston can't rein in his brother a little. How much are we going to lose on this brewing nonsense? Something happened to Henry's beer? That's terrible. So terrible. But I'm sure I know nothing about it. Here's some credits for delivering the news. I expect that's the last I'll be seeing of you.
There is no one I would rather see right now.
Hey, Dad. Want to hear a poem I wrote? It's called a haiku. I just read about them.
A haiku, huh? Well, sounds exciting. Let's hear it.
Okay. It's called Space.
Space is cold and dark. Starships fly there like comets, carrying us home.
Not bad. Hey, will you write it down so I can carry a copy with me?
I'll copy down too. You know how you lose things. I still don't know how you lost that picture of Nibbles the comet-eating bunny. Is there a way to go faster than the speed of light? And none of that grav tech cheating?
You know, the way you handle things, not bad.
Captain, it is pleasant to see you.
Most of the tech on this station is outdated. It'll be up to the commanders what we do with it.
This place even smells like deceit. We should make our business quick.
Take cover! Backing up! Move! Move!
They say there's evidence here, but if it were up to me, we'd catapult this whole station into the nearest sun. Don't tell me the commander gave you key duty too. Oh, that's rough. Hope you didn't forget your things. If I were you, I wouldn't want to come back here too long. I would have liked a shot at Delgado myself.
Be advised, you are entering United Colony space. Please maintain course and prepare to be scanned. Alright, we're done. You're clear.
Got any? Anything you need to offload? Trade authorities always buy. Kiosk right here for you.
By the way,
Be
Captain,
scanned as you enter the city.
There's a bit. Hope you're finding everything you need. Oh, please, take a look. Thanks for shopping at Jemison Mercantile.
Always good to see another batch.
If there's something, the Trade Authority has access to. Be my guest. Pleasure dealing with you. Thing about the trade business? Be my guest. If you need anything else, you know where to find us.
Get paid enough to
It's cliche, but it's you won't find a better select. The Trade Authority appreciates your visit.
Landing commencing.
Seems Ecliptic has been hiring recently.
walking out of here. Where have they gone? There you are. You cannot beat me.
Line them up. Got him down.
Cold here. Too cold to be safe for sure. I cannot wait to kill you.
Violence imminent. Please, and address any injuries. Take down that target. We lost one. Going back.
sector!
I hope this is worth the effort. So, members of Ecliptic do entertain themselves with something other than killing for money. How nice. To what do I owe this pleasure? Are you sure you must go? I think you may be trying to take a little too much on. Literally.
How can I be of service, Captain?
Liftoff initiated, Cap. Time to venture into that beautiful sky. Maneuvering into position. And we are now in stable orbit.
I'm up for a little adventure.
Another jump down.
Welcome to UC Space. Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's cargo. Scan complete. You are cleared to land at New Atlantis.
I think I prefer the wild planets to this city. At least there, the predators are easier to spot.
You will be scanned as you enter the city. By the way, Captain.
Your file says you have a military background.
Right about now.
The Trade Authority does quite well for itself down here.
Of course.
And clearly they share little of the credits they make.
You know where to find us.
It's cliche, but thing about the trade business? Be my guest. The Trade Authority appreciates your visit. The Trade Authority has access. Be my guest. Pleasure dealing with you. If there's something about the trade business, be my guest. The Trade Authority appreciates your visit.